in it? Or are we beginning to see the stages of getting into World War III? And why does that matter to us, especially like as American, as like everyday civilians? Why would World War III matter to us? So let's just rewind it back and even zoom out a little bit. So, even if it's not about World War III, the underlying issue is that a lot of people don't even realize that we're this close to World War III, or that, a lot of historians disagree with this subject too. Some say we're already seeing the early stages of it, some say we're already in it, and a lot of them are just going by what the average person would go by is like the declaration, that's been made by either NATO, the US, or any like ruling country, right? Once they declare that it's World War III, then people can actually say that it is. But until they do, we can't really say that we are. But as mentioned, there's controversy about whether we are or not. So, like I said, zooming out, even if we are or we're not, what is making it hard to determine this? It's not just like the announcement, of the political stuff, but it's just the plain fact that not even a lot of people are aware of how bad the economy is, or like people's finances, like in an overall, right, like the bubble basically, because your finances could be okay, right? If you're young and you live with family, then that could be a big reason. If you're head of the household, you might be feeling that pull. If you're above middle class, you probably aren't feeling anything, because a lot of the higher class citizens are not feeling the whole economic thing. They see the prices changing, but it's not really like harming their household or their finances, because they're very well off. And a lot of these higher class citizens have their own businesses. We don't really, a lot of them do have like upper administrative jobs, but a lot of the money is being made by people who just have their own businesses, whether that's real estate, like a local business, working off like even, commission based type sales jobs and things like that, right? So you can still make money that way. What's really happening that I just noticed, a side note, is that a lot of creators are making a lot of money, right? More so than like some people that are in sports or like athletes and celebrities do, and this is like on their own account. So that's amazing. I'll probably do a video about that next. But what is really distracting people from even understanding how deep this geopolitical war is, how deep we are in the economy's, I don't know if you could say trenches, because it's pretty bad. I mean, we're seeing spikes in the stock market. People are making money in the stock market, but there's also people worried, and then they're losing money because there's a lot of manipulation going on. When the stocks are going up and down, very volatile right now, they're going really down and really up. So when they go really down, everybody is just panicking because they feel like that World War III announcement is going to come. They can see the collapse in the economy, or just like how bad it is. So they feel like this is the time to pull out, because this is when it's going to crash, because it's been going on an upward trend for the past like 6 years, like there have been some downturns, but ever since COVID, like we've been on a type of bull run, there have been like some bearish moments, but it has not gone down to pre-pandemic levels. So that's why people are just like hot on the press with the stocks. Like people are buying stocks, people are buying, they're shorting stocks, everything like that, right? But the average people, like people who are consuming content every day, like the people that just go to their regular average job every day, come home, do like the bare minimum, the lower class citizens, they don't really notice that there's a lot of tension right now and things could swing either way. So my biggest issue is just how everyone is distracted by the social media. Like, because social media can actually take up a good chunk of our day. It could take up, depending on who you are and what you do, 10% to 80% of people's days. So people are literally either wasting their time on it or just consuming too much information. They're not even taking action on what they're consuming. And it's just like information overload, to the point where, like, okay, now it's time to rest and not absorb information and not do anything at that point, or just do like the basic things that everyday home needs, right? So it's just a distraction. Like everything is a distraction. Like all of the back and forth with the war is also a distraction, although it does play a big role in our economy. It's just like pulling on people's strings. It is creating a lot of emotional turmoil. Like no one is emotionally stable when we hear about things going on with the weather, politics, you name it. And it's really sad because like there's too much information out there. There's too much content being pushed out there. Like I know I'm one of those people, like I try to push something out every week. Like I've been doing my best since January, since I actually lost my last job. But like I don't think that my stuff is like mindless, you know? Like I don't push out content that doesn't make you think critically, that makes you just sit at home and just enjoy and splurge, right? Like I can be enjoyable to watch and listen to, but I'm going to be spitting facts at you and saying things that are going to change your life. Like you'll never leave a conversation with me the same, you know, hopefully, because people will always retract and go back to their old ways. But for the most part, like if you can sit and have a conversation with me, like you probably won't go back to the way you were thinking before you had that conversation with me. So high level conversations here, always. And so, yeah, I'm trying to open up your mind to understand that there are things behind the scenes, not literally like in this world, in this matrix, but even just like the universe. The universe is pushing out signs to you all the time. It is always trying to direct you into the best possible, you know, path that you can find, that you can put yourself on. But if you are constantly distracted, if you are always having things come at you, you're never in rest mode, you're never in the let me listen to the universe mode, let me listen to myself, let me meditate, let me sit with myself and listen to my thoughts. If you don't ever do that, then you always have noise going on in your head. You're always going to have noise in your environment, and you're just never going to figure out the best course of action. Like you can't walk a clear path when you have a bunch of things coming at you. So you need to protect your aura, protect your energy, protect your environment, all of the holes in your body, which is your eyes, what you consume visually, what you consume auditorily, right? What you're putting around you. All of the holes in your body are sacred. So whatever is coming into them is what you're going to be creating in your reality, right? Whatever goes in, it's going to come out somehow in some way, and then that's how we create our reality. So if we got chaos going on around us, we are going to perpetuate that and reciprocate that. So that was all I have for today's live. The next video I do post is about this. So if you know, just to get an understanding on my flow, I do a live video. I see what the thoughts are, you know, what the consensus is saying. And then I go on and do an official video upload, which is very, you know, it's very connected to what I say in the live. So it's like a live video, feedback, and then an actual video with more concise information, a little bit more funner to watch because I'm not like on live. I can plug in, plug out. And then I'll do like some type of short just to make the information very condensed to put it out there because I don't watch shorts anymore. If you are in tune with my channel, I deactivated that part. I can still watch a short if I go and search on someone's page and click on it, but it doesn't come up on my feed anymore because it was like consuming my time. It was consuming my attention, my interests. I was doom scrolling, and I had never fallen that hard into doom scrolling until it was so easily accessible on YouTube. Like I don't even do it that much on Instagram. It's just something stops me. But on here, you can like go on for an hour and sometimes even more, like sadly, on shorts. So I took that off. But I will be uploading one just to be able to get more viewer feedback, maybe get some more people in the community in general. So I hope you like this live. Tune into the next video where we're going to talk about whether we are in World War III or not. What are the signs and what can we do about it? Like, how can we prepare? All right, guys. See you. Bye.